You know, a very reasonable guy I know wrote the other day about voting for a president-elect. He posted how offensive it is to him when people consider him to be racist or xenophobic because of who he supported for president. I only wish I could find it to be quite that simple, because to me, what complicates this is that it's less about politics than it is about universally accepted standards of human conduct and basic human dignity. I mean, no matter what yardstick you use of ethical and moral behavior, whether it be the New Testament, the text of other major religions, or even just Goofus and Gallant from the old Highlight magazines, if you remember them, our president-elect, using any accepted measure, is the photographic negative of everything considered in civil society to be good and virtuous. He behaves in ways that would horrify us if he were our own 6-year-old child, ways that would forever alienate us if he was just a casual acquaintance of ours, and ways that would throw us into a fiery rage if we were the mother or father of one of his female victims. I mean, throughout his entire life, he has never done a thing for or given a thought to anyone except for himself. His charities aren't really charities. His university wasn't a university. I mean, hell, even the money he gave away to charities on The Apprentice was given to him by NBC so that he would appear to be charitable. The guy is bogus, phony as a $3 bill, and as close to being a hollowed out shell of a real human being as I have ever seen. There, I've said it. Perhaps even worse than all this, though, is his complete and utter predictability when challenged. I mean, all you need is an example of this to read the last tweet that he wrote about Meryl Streep, and just take that one and compare it to every other tweet he's ever done. His thin skin and brittle ego make it so that anyone in the country who follows politics at all would have been able to have written that tweet ahead of time, and only missed it by a couple words before he ever actually even tweeted it. In other words, what I'm saying is that our president-elect is a big, bright red button. And the nation's enemies can't help but already know exactly what will happen when they push it. And I don't know about you, but that just scares the fuck out of me. And the thing is, the people of this country know all that, and they voted for him anyway, somehow. And this is what I don't get. Somehow, at this particular point in our history, lots of people seem to think that positively abhorrent behavior that would not be accepted from anyone, is perfectly acceptable in the President of the United States of America. So much for our shining city on a hill. But here's my point. No, I do not believe that because someone voted for a particular person, they are racist, xenophobic, or for that matter, sexist. I do, however, believe that in order to vote for this horrible, horrible man, you must on some level at least condone racism and xenophobes and other atrocious beliefs and behavior. And in my mind, you know, that's almost even worse, because what that means is that you knew better, yet you did it anyway. Now, here's kind of the hard part, because I want to speak directly to my friends and relatives who voted for this man. This is me, Fred, talking right to you. And look, what I want to say is that I'm really not looking to alienate you or anyone else that I know. But a line in the sand has to be drawn. Good people have to be willing to stand up and tell you that this is not normal, that we will not allow this to be normalized. So, that being said, even if I know you or someone else who supported this nightmare in a suit for president, and know that you personally are a far, far better person than your candidate will ever be, even if I know that, my opinion of you has changed. It has changed because this election was a litmus test. It was a litmus test of your ability and my ability and all of our abilities to stand up for our own sense of ethics and morality. And in this case, you failed. And as time goes by crisis, scandal by scandal, showing in ever greater detail the ineptitude and lack of moral character of this man, you will have to live with whatever scorn may come your way for your decision to support him. Can't deal with that? Well, then you can do something. Let the man you helped get elected know that you will not accept having a vindictive, petulant child hold the most important office in the world. You helped us get into this mess. Now you can help us get out. Hear that? Hear that phone ringing? What that is civilization calling, dude. And they can't wait to have you back.